Taking example from leaders of sectors, positive impact is Judy's ultimate pursuit.
I think the most important thing for me is impact. So I want everything I do to impact the most lives possible. Be that through my normal work during the day, or be that through things that I do personally. So I think I want to have a lot of impact. I feel that the only way you can leave a lasting legacy is by the number of lives that you touch. So I would like in 10 years' time a lot of people to be like, oh wow, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have been able to fill in the blanks, so whatever it is that I've helped them achieve. But if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be able to do this. If it wasn't for her, my kids may not have an education. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be as empowered. So I just really want that impact to spread across the continent. You need to be able to have impact and make sure that you're leading people in the right direction. It's very easy to be charismatic, but then if you're not leading people to the right place, then that's when it becomes a problem. And I think we see that sometimes with our leaders across Africa, which aren't doing, I guess, as well as they could be. People can tell authenticity. So I think if you're doing something that is very, very authentic, then people can tell. And people can tell when it's not coming from an authentic place as well. So I feel that internally, I always know the difference between right and wrong, and I feel that the majority of us do. And sometimes that moral compass can become a bit skewed. But I feel that you need to, firstly, I think for that, when you are in a leadership position, you need to have people around you that can make sure that they're getting you back onto the right path if you ever come off it. So I think having people that you're accountable to is really important. No matter how high you are, you need to have people that you're accountable to that can actually put you back in line. You need to, religion is important to me. I'm Christian, and I think my relationship with God also guides my moral compass and the way that I choose to do things. But I think it's, why would you want to lead people down the wrong path? Why would you want to do things in a negative way? For me, I feel that the more positive you are, the more positive things come to you. And so I just feel it's better to try and stay aligned to that. Bring the forks, knife. Early last year, I had a health scare. It was just a scare, and it turned out that everything was fine. But I'm a panicker. And so when I was just like, okay, I may have this terrible disease, what's gonna, I noticed a lump. And so for a while, I was really scared that it was the big C. And so I was thinking what can be done? Are there what options are there? And so I discovered people like Dr. Sebi, who's a doctor from Honduras, that believed that you could treat things through what you put into your body and how you eat, and eating an alkaline diet. And so I did so much research around that, and I found people reversing cancer and all different kinds of things by what they put into their body. And it just seemed amazing to me. Then after a while, it seemed kind of crazy that if you know that things could eventually cause you disease, then why are you eating them? So it made me a lot more aware of the kind of things I was buying. When I go to supermarkets, I'll read labels. And as I'm reading labels and seeing all these additional things that are put into our food, I'm just I don't want to eat like this. So what are the alternatives? Why can't I eat things that are a lot more natural? And when I travel, it's fantastic, even though even abroad it's really, really expensive to go to Whole Foods and all these kind of stores that there's a premium to it. And in Nigeria, we have a wealth of fruits and vegetables and everything. And people seem to assume that because it's grown in Nigeria that it is organic. But then I met a lady that runs the Organic Association of Nigeria, and we realized that it isn't. That lots of farms in Nigeria do use a lot of these nasty pesticides and things, but because it's not as regulated, you don't actually know which vegetables you're buying are organic and which aren't, and so on. And so I started doing a lot more research around that in Nigeria. I found a network of farmers that that grow organic produce, and they sell them, they even deliver them, and it's even a lot cheaper than the kind of things you can buy in supermarkets and sometimes in the open markets here. So I started looking at that, and I knew what I wanted to feed to myself and my family, but then other people were also interested. And so I started creating healthier meals for people. And then I wanted to take that a step further and create produce that I could sell that doesn't have all those additives and things like that.
Judy's participation in the YALI program proved eye-opening.
YALI was amazing. It was a really, really interesting opportunity. And for me, like, I've been out of formal education for a while. Like, I haven't really done that much since I left university. And so going back and being able to study something that was so relevant to me in what I'm doing at the moment was really, really important for me. I was based at the University of Arizona and I did public management. And it was a wake-up call. I think YALI was a wake-up call because it shows you how much you can impact your community, and how sometimes you think the things that you're doing are small and disjointed, but then when you meet so many other young people that have the same kind of passion and values as you, it just makes you want to do more, and it gives you that push to be able to do it.
Not to be limited by challenges and cultural norms, Judy represents what is possible for people who seek to make an impact in diverse ways, even from diverse backgrounds. Born and raised abroad, she has given her life to the calling of her fatherland and to the service of her people. Her genuine desire to help others and her sincerity of purpose separates Judy from many other achievers on the continent. My name is Judy Ngelale. Until next time, lead where you are, and followers will find you.